This video is going to start showing you how to prepare the small signs first, and at the end I'll show you how to assemble it together. This is so easy to do. I found these little Dollar Tree signs at the Dollar Tree, and here I'm just taking them off of the stick using a paint scraper. Being careful not to crack it. I got 3 of them. I got this little skeleton, a pumpkin, and the kitty cat, and I wish I could have found 5, but I ended up painting 2 plain Dollar Tree wood cutouts to finish the sign with. I used paints I had on hand for this, and my orange was a bit dry, but I did use the 2 colors of orange and a purple. Here I'm showing you just how I divided the letters up using the colors so that you could read it well. And then I had to decide which way to edge it, and I used a Sharpie and a black pen, and I ended up thinking the black paint worked better. I did not have a black paint pen. That might have been a better option. And I went around and I painted starting from the middle and working around the outside edge. I did that to match it up with my purchased Dollar Tree signs. It makes the letters pop, especially along the edge when you're dividing them in between. It made quite a bit of difference, I think. Excuse the black hand, I was painting pool noodles at the same time and jumping between. What I love about Halloween is that you don't have to be too fancy about anything, you know, it's all kind of casual and playful. Here's the end part, and you will see the final sign on the leaner when I'm done right at the end. Here are the other 2 wood cutouts I did for the Halloween sign. I painted it this kind of a neon green, and then the orange that matched the other one, and black for the cat. And now I'm going to show you the details of painting this ghost. He was simple, super easy to do. I just gave him a light coat of that green paint to make him look rather swamp-like and match him up. And I got some black on him, must have been from the work surface, and that didn't matter. He's supposed to be a scruffy little guy anyway. I didn't like it with so much green. I didn't want him a green ghost, so I took a cloth and I wiped off most of it, of the green, just leaving a little hint of the green behind. You can see it there. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and give it a few layers of white paint to build it up a little bit thicker. I wanted the ghost to have like movement in it just using the paint. So see those little ridges there? I put them there on purpose. I used a little extra paint, and I'm going to leave them that way. I'm not sanding it. I'm not going to do nothing with it. I like him like that. And I kept doing that until he was all painted white. Here I decided to give him some bright green teeth. And I gave that a couple of coats before I started putting the trim on. Now I let it dry for a few minutes in between, and now I'm taking that little black paintbrush, and I put on the same narrow black seam all the way around the ghost. And you'll see it when it's done on the leaner sign. So now we've got all the pieces prepared. I'm just going to be putting it together. Here's the board. It was an old Harvest sign board at our house, and Hubs painted the back of it black for me. I'm doing it in the garage on a flat surface because it's easier for them to hold up. Okay, here's all our different signs. They're all ready and good to go. And now here are the Jenga blocks I was talking about. I glued two of them together and then painted them on all the sides black, even on the ends, and that's what we're going to use to give height to put in lights at the end. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to start attaching them, and I'll show you where I'm going to put the blocks. See, I'm putting one under the E and one under the K there. And this fast forward part is just me fiddling around trying to decide what's going where. And you can look at them. They shouldn't be straight. I put mine at different angles and kind of divided them, and made one black and orange. And then once I had it decided, I went through again and I took a little measuring ruler and I put them all about approximately 2 inches apart and did some final adjustments. Once I had it all adjusted and fiddled around, I went back with the air nailer and I nailed them in place. Okay, now I'm going to show you the nail holes. I've had decided that I'm not going to fill them. You can go ahead and fill them if you want to. See, they're there, but I'm not going to bother. I don't think the kids will notice it at Halloween. See, they're very slight. Now here I'm just going to run you through and show you all the different characters. There's our ghost, our trick-or-treat. Here's where you can see where I nailed it behind the K and the I there and the R. And then when you look at it, when I looked, I noticed that there was some sparkles missing off of the OR. So I went back with Mod Podge and added them after the video was over. And then here's our pumpkin and our black cat, and that's all our characters. I will lean it up and put lights on it, and we're done.